All right, I've got those pigs going to the processor. I need to make a ramp for that trailer. If you don't know why, then there's like a list of videos I'll drop at the end of this one, at least the 2 recommendeds, that'll show you that this is an ongoing problem with the trailer height being just a little bit tall. It's 16 inches from base of the trailer to the ground, which is really high for a pig to attempt to get up in and out of. So it has been a struggle fest. So we're going to try to build a ramp. I would love it if the ramp was easily movable so that it was easy for them to get out of the trailer when we get to the processor, but I'm not 100% sure that that's going to be feasible while also making it strong enough out of wood to do this. So we're gonna, these are some of the scraps I have laying around to be able to do this with. Got some treated 2x, treated 4x4, some 2x2s to make some strips so that they've got, because it's still gonna be a little steep. This is 30 inches by 4 foot, and the trailer is about 5 foot across, so it'll still be about 6 inches off to get as much width as we can. 30 inches, we're gonna go up to about 1 foot, so then they only have about a 4-inch step to step into the trailer. That way we make the ramp as gentle of a slope, even though it's still gonna be pretty steep, hence the 2x2 strips to give some traction going up. Either way, it'll be better than a 16-inch jump. So, all right, added in a few, got that screwed up to 3 supports. Added in 3 deck boards I'd rejected from 2 deck build projects I did because of some splitting and then just warping that made it not sit level. But they're 5/4 inch deck boards, so sticker more stout than the plywood is, which is 3/4 ply. It does hang over a little bit on the edge, but that's because I didn't cut 45s in that. So I figured that out to angle the rest of the way down to the ground. I don't want to bother cutting 45s because it's not going to actually be 45 degrees. And I'd rather something sink and jab into the ground so that they can't accidentally slide it back too much, you know? Alrighty, 3 legs screwed on. They're about a 10-degree angle cut. It supports my weight, about 190 pounds with absolutely no issues. So we're gonna back the trailer out there, set this up behind it, and see what it looks like. All right, so we got it backed in here. The trickiest part about this was actually I didn't want to move the pigs out of this paddock, which would have made my life 1,000 times easier, because of where I've got the breeder pigs in and where I've got the other set of breeder pigs in. So they'd have been fence to fence instead of corner to corner. So I just went ahead and decided to feed them all off in the back edge of their thing, and the bigger feeders were fine. They were like, oh yeah, food, and they went over there. The piglets were drastically more curious and just kept following me around, and I kept having to hop out of the truck and shoo them away from the trailer. I think finally they got the idea, but you can see here they're already coming back over. But I opted, you can see I didn't put the 2x2s on there. I decided it was probably good enough with that extra boards, how gentle of a slope we managed to make. The last time I had the pigs in here, though, with the trailer in here, even though I wrapped the light cord up and around the jack thing, trying to make it a little higher and difficult to deal with, the pigs still chewed it all up. And they exposed some wires, but I was able to electrical tape it, and that seems to work. All my lights still work, so we're good for now. I am going to attempt to... what I have done is ratchet strapped that big water trough over the whole tongue of the trailer, and hoping that's not a perfect solution, but I'm hoping for now that at least for the night it will allow them to not be able to get to that power cord and not chew it up. We'll see when I get out there this morning whether or not that was a success or a epic failure. I'm really glad that they already came back over and started to mill around. They'd eaten through all their feed. I didn't give them much, because then we're going to throw the rest of it here in the trailer and try and lure them up into there, get them used to it. I wish I would have been able to put it out at least a day more ahead, but we scheduled, this kind of got moved last minute. So, yeah. And to be clear, this isn't, of course, their whole days where they feed. They got fed in the morning. This was just some additional feed to, 1, get them out of the way of the trailer, and 2, then get them used to the trailer since they're loading out tomorrow. So they'll get their feed, well, I guess today. I'm editing this the next morning, so they'll get today's feed split. Most of it will go in their regular pans up and around the corner of the trailer there, but then some of it will go in the trailer so that hopefully we can try to lure 4 into the trailer to be able to haul them off. So obviously we can catch the smaller ones. That's not an issue, is it? Hopefully the others will get greedy and test it out. They've got all night. I'll show you something. We go around the front. I attached a tub to try to stop them from chewing on our power cords again. I was just going to go right back in. Nope. It's very confused. Anywho, so one other fun thing to show you. There's still like this weird thing going around with people that say that pigs don't eat grass. Crazy, right? If you're watching this, you probably understand that pigs eat grass. But here's a nasty fun thing, and I will wash my hands, I promise. Here's a pig turd from our pigs out here in this field. So that's pretty much just grass. I mean, honestly, like even, oh. We've lost him. Where did you go? Looky right there. Some little bitty dung beetles. I don't know if the camera will zoom in on that or not. Probably not. See him crawling a little. But yeah, I mean, that's just grass. That is nothing but grass. I don't even see any other corn in this. So, and honestly, it smells like horse poop. So, you got a little off kilter there. But that's, sorry, trying to correct you. You're in a tree cage, if that helps. You're on the tripod, but in a tree cage so that they can't knock you over. So there we go, we got a ramp. I'll try to set you back up in this tree cage when we catch 4 of them tomorrow to take to the processor. I don't care which 4, as long as it's 4 of the bigger ones and not 5 tiny ones. So as soon as we get 4, we'll close the door tomorrow and call it good and haul them off to the processor, so we'll have more meat for farmer's market. Biggest issue is I don't need to keep feeding these guys out, and I only have freezer space to hold 4 more. So if I could take all 8 in right now, I would. If you're local and watching this, head on over to the Metro Eats Farmers Market and pick up some of our pork. Right now we don't have any cured product, but once this stuff is done, we'll have our cured product back in stock. So we'll have bacon and ham. We should get bratwurst back from this time. Yeah. And then you'll help me get to process the other 4 and make sure I get to pay for my nice new trailer and stuff like that, you know. All right, we're going to interrupt myself here and show you this video of feeding this pumpkin to the pigs so I can talk over it. I should have gone ahead and called them and double checked, but it's been 2 months, so I thought I was good because when we did that last process appointment, they said it'd be about 2-3 weeks and their HACCP plan would be approved. But they called me this morning to let me know that their HACCP plan has not been approved yet to be able to do smoked and cured meats for customers yet. So they said another 2-3 weeks and it should be good to go. I thought about just going ahead and doing bratwursts and at least getting some of that, but their bratwurst machine has not been assembled yet. They said another 2-3 weeks on that. So they went ahead and moved my appointment out at least 2 weeks for October 5th. And we're going to cross our fingers, and I guess if not, we'll bump it back even further. But it is what it is. I should have called and double-checked first. But at least now we have the ramp for then. If y'all like this content, then remember to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button so you keep getting updates as everything goes on. And drop something in the comments. Absolutely anything. 1, I love hearing from you guys and talking with you. And 2, it does push us up in the algorithm. So even if it's just a good morning or hello, good evening, whatever, that's still helpful. I will still respond. And I appreciate you. Y'all have a good week, folks.